Andre Khatchaturian of Armenian Sports News joined via Zoom today with NABA and NABF super middleweight champion and the number 3 ranked WBO and number 2 ranked WBA super middleweight contender from Montreal, Canada, Erik Bazinyan. Erik, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy training schedule. I see you just came off a big win against Alantez Fox earlier this month, and you're back training. I saw your Instagram story. The work doesn't stop,
Yeah,
does it?
yeah, we have to because there is a lot of important and big fights coming up, and it's the fight is just starting now, like the real fights, and so we can't stop. We have to work hard.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's just talk about the win against Fox. What did you like about your performance?
It was a great fight, and he had a good experience. He was hard to box against. He was a boxer that it was very hard to box because he was tall. He was 6'4", and I couldn't. He had a long reach too, and to take me some time to adapt his style. But from the first moment, I took the fight on my hands, and it went well.
Yeah, you had the disadvantage with the size, but you still came away with the victory. So you're 29-0, 21 knockouts, but the last two fights you haven't gotten a knockout. Does that bother you or do you not care how you win?
No, because if I didn't have much knockouts, it would bother me. But I have already 21 knockouts, and I know I can punch. It's just it took by knockouts. If you win, yeah, it's nice. But wins like this, victories like this, it's better because it gives me more experience. So each fight I took 10 rounds. So it's like 20 rounds in the bank, and it's like I took very good experience for the future.
And does that experience 20 rounds in the last two fights, does that kind of help your endurance as well?
Yeah, of course, but is the trainings, but the second of all is the first of all, sorry, is the mental. So let's say in the seventh round or eighth, you are a bit tired. You can't stop. I don't even think about it. Yeah, sometimes you during the fight you feel tired, but the second guess comes in, and you go.
So what's interesting to me is with every undefeated fighter, you've never lost. So how do you identify what you're weak at in order to improve on it? Uh, Generally speaking.
Well, it's we do each after each fight we check with my coach and what we have to work on. But usually I work on everything, because me I'm a complete boxer and in a higher level to beat the top guys and to be the best, you need to have all the complete tools, the weapons. You can't just rely on power because some technician is gonna come and beat you. So me, I have the technique, I have the power, I have the skills, footwork. I'm not being arrogant. It's just I'm saying what's my style is what I'm working on. So we try to work on everything always.
Yeah, no,
And
you're not
if I
arrogant
make
at all.
mistakes, if I make mistakes with my coach, we check and we try to learn. Let's say if you keep your hand low, let's say, so we try that training camp to work on that, little things. But we just
Yeah.
try to improve, to work on improvements.
I wouldn't call that arrogance. I think you're very confident, and that's very impressive. Now, you're slowly climbing up the super middleweight rankings, and obviously at the top, Canelo is at the top right now as the champion. But how do you respond to critics, journalists who say Erik Bazinyan, he's really good, he's undefeated, but he hasn't really beaten anybody that special yet? How do you respond to someone who says that?
Well, I was young and we took our time to build the experience, the maturity. But now I have all. So 3 years ago, I was ranked number one in WBO, and I was supposed to fight an elimination fight to fight Billy Joe Saunders. But I was 3 years ago. I was young, and I'm sure maybe it would be a mistake if we took that fight and for money, and if I lose, because Billy Joe that time he had experience. It's been maybe like 3 4 years he was a champion. So we did the right decision, and now my team we just had a meeting actually. We are ready to step up for big fights because even my last two fights they were big fights. Both of them they fought with world champions, and it was good experience, and now so we are stepping up. We are in top five in all the divisions, in all the rank like organizations, and so we have the opportunities to fight for world title in any if it's not WBO it will be the WBC. We just want to make the smartest move, and that is gonna make me a world champion, that I can become, not to go and fight against someone that is good, and I don't have that world title. I'm fighting the first world title fight against someone he had already, 10 world title fight. We just want to be the wait and do the smart move, but we are not waiting. What I mean is we just gonna fight someone in top 10, top 15 next fight. We trying to go international TV, maybe on DAZN or Showtime. So we are looking for a good deal now.
So Eric, you're ready to jump right back in there and fight. When
Yeah,
is what's the timeline look like for you?
yeah. Like I supposed to fight June 1st here in Montreal again, main event with the top guy. But I've got offers. It's been a year to fight big fight, like bigger opponents. But now June 1st, it's for sure we have a show here. But we're gonna see. We are making deals to see what we can do, which fight to take, and probably I hope before summer I can fight in USA with a better opponent, and on TV, international TV, which will make like which will make a good sound, like to people they're gonna see me who I am, and
Mhm.
probably in fall I'll have a big fight against someone that everyone knows.
Is there anyone in particular that you would prefer to fight?
What?
Is there any particular fighter that you would like to particularly fight, or you don't care? You just want anybody in the top of the division?
I don't care. I leave it to my team. But there is a lot of super middleweights right now that they have good names, so we're gonna see who to take. There's Edgar Berlanga. He's a young guy like me. This would be a good fight. There is Daniel Jacobs. He's a veteran and a good name to take before world title fight. So we don't know what's gonna happen. But if we get an offer to fight Canelo or someone even now, we take it.
Of course.
We just want to be smart and make the smart move first. So we'll see in next 1 month. So March is gonna be a good month for a new deal.
Yeah.
So
So
let's see what's gonna happen.
so nothing's finalized right now as we're speaking
No,
right
no, no.
now.
Now it's in the speakings, and we're just trying to see which one is smartest move to make.
So now I want to shift topics. Obviously, you're an Armenian fighter, and some might say one of the most dangerous Armenians in the world. And obviously, there's Armenians just generally in UFC, MMA, boxing. There's always been successful. There's always been successful Armenian fighters, even in Olympic wrestling, Alexanyan, things of that nature. Why do you think Armenians are so good at combat sports?
I think because we have heart, like we are men, we are not scared. I've never seen any Armenian fighter or any like in an athlete that is in a combat sport who is scared, because I think is the growing up in Armenia, maybe that's make a big part too. In me, yes, because you see in streets the mentality is different, but in general, Armenians, I think is the it comes in our blood because we are strong. and all the Armenians I've seen, they are strong, like inside, and they are good in competing, to fight for. We've been fighting since 1915s. So I don't know. I think it's in us, in the blood.
Yeah.
The team sports, that's why we suck, because we are not the smartest. We just we are more strong, like we
Yeah.
like to. Well, what comes to strength, we are good in it.
It's a great answer. And you went to Armenia recently. I saw on your Instagram. What were your thoughts
Yeah.
on the country when you went to visit?
It's great. It made big improvements. I'm not talking politics, but I mean like about the city, country. They made very nice for the travel and everything, and it's very. It's not dangerous, It's super nice. It's our homeland.
And what does it mean for you to represent Armenia in the boxing ring, especially with all the bad stuff that's happened in the last few 2, 3 years?
I don't know. I love to represent Armenia, Armenian flag, because we are born there, or it's in our blood. We are Armenian, our last name. So it's something inside. Like there is this burn that it every time I like represent, or they tell me from Armenia, I get like goosebumps. It's something that's inside of me. It's not like I decide or I choose. It's just we love it. I
Yeah,
think all that love to represent Armenia in everything. Even
and
like let's say you in your life, you like to put that Armenian flag on your car, or anything. Just what comes to Armenia, we love it.
of course, and you have a lot of supporters from Armenian fans.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them before we sign off?
Yeah, I want to thank. I always thank to all my supporters. Me, I don't like calling fans because it's just I think I'm a humble guy. That's why, because someone could be not a fan but a supporter. Some people they don't like to call them fans. So,
Yeah.
but the supporter is more nicer. I think it sounds nicer because someone could be just to come support you, but he's not like a fan, that you can treat to your fans like, oh, he's my fan or something. Yeah, I love to support. I love that people support me. It's very important because without that, you can't reach a higher level because the promoters, the TV, they see that you have supporters coming and cheer for you with the flags and everything. So it always makes me feel good when I fight and I hear this boom, going on. A lot of people are screaming Erik, or with the flags, it's nice. I want
And
to thank you for that.
you've fought in Montreal many times. Any thoughts on maybe one day having a fight in Yerevan?
Yeah, actually today I was thinking of that. It would be nice, and it's one of our goals to make a fight there. But first, we are on a mission now to become a world champion and have big fight. So first, I think we're gonna win the title first, then go there to
Well,
maybe make a defense, to
well,
be
we hope
nice.
that can be a reality. That would be unbelievable, Erik.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today, and best of
Thank
luck in the
you.
future. I know many great days are ahead of you.